Record. Oh. Uh. Anyway, what's up, y'all? It's your freaking boy Doomy, and we're back with another MSA freaking Monday, yeah, boy. And this time I actually recorded it on a Monday. It's weird, right? Yeah, it is. So we're gonna be watching an MSA about what happens at school when you become a top YouTuber. Like your boy over here.
Hi, I'm Olivia from Ohio.
Boy, Olivia.
My crazy story will make you rethink your circle of friends. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Already did.
My mom screamed perfection. And I know what you're thinking. Every kid thinks their mom's perfect, but mine actually was. She was a successful lawyer, had won multiple awards, and everywhere she went, people would trip over their shoelaces to get a glimpse of her. Next to her...
Nah, those boys are perverts. Like, they dropped out and she's wearing a skirt. Not that I'm thinking of anything, but why would they do such a thing? Weird.
I looked like an ogre that no one noticed.
Oh!
People didn't believe I was her daughter. When I was 10, Mom and I were taking a stroll at the park when this man walked up to us.
I was watching you from across the park, and I have to say, you're gorgeous. Do you mind grabbing a piece of
No!
But I'll pass. You see, I'm with my daughter.
It's so sweet of you to adopt this kid and
What?
daughter. It goes to show that you're more than just a pretty face.
And you're a bigger moron than you look. I kicked the man hard in his shin, and he started whining like a baby. Mom apologized, dragged me back home, and gave me a big lecture on being polite. But I didn't care. All I wanted was to look pretty like Mom. So the next morning, I woke up early, took a pair of scissors, and gave myself a haircut.
No.
I thought I looked pretty amazing.
Oh,
Until Mom
no.
saw me and screamed like a banshee.
What have you done, Olivia?
It's cool, right? Now I look just like you.
It's not.
You look like a shaved raccoon.
Ooh.
Mom rushed me to a hairdresser who tried his best, but there was hardly anything left for him to do. The next day at school, everyone pointed and laughed at me. It was so humiliating.
You
Things
did
didn't
it to
change
yourself,
much
girl.
even as I grew up. I was an A-grade student, but wasn't half as popular as the pretty girls in my school. Then one time in 9th grade, I saw this MSA video where this girl used makeup and it totally transformed her face. And I was...
MSA is a bad influence. Nah. Like, why would you teach girls on applying makeup? Like, why?
Look, I saw a bunch of makeup tutorials to get my look right, and when I was done, I looked like a totally different person. Mom and I had a wedding dinner to attend that night, and people couldn't stop complimenting me.
Oh, you're so pretty. Like a fresh lily. Just like your mother.
I'd never felt so visible, and it was all because of makeup. It made me feel so pretty and confident.
But you have a new enemy on your side, girl. A baby wipe. Oh. And I'm telling you, those things gonna mess you up with your makeup. Just swoosh. You're done.
I got better and better, and by 16, I started my own YouTube channel where I taught makeup. One of my videos went viral overnight, and I got famous. Girls in my school flocked around me asking for makeup tricks. That eye makeup you did was flawless, Olivia. Your foundation technique is to die for. Make a TikTok with me, please. The girl pulled me into her camera's frame, but just then, someone pushed her away. It was Mia,
Yeesh.
and the most popular girl in school. Ew. Please don't drag Olivia.
That's though. But y'all, I really need help on trading.
For some reason, when it comes to trading, people think they can just jump into the market without being taught how to do this.
Yeah, and your dirty TikTok videos. She's a YouTuber. She's literally royalty. Hi, babe. You know who I am, right? Let's hang out for lunch. And by the way, cute dress. I was stunned as Mia led me to her table and introduced me to all her friends. One of them was Max, the school football captain.
Let me
and
guess,
my
it's your
all-time
crush.
He
Obviously.
pulled out a chair for me.
You know Oliver.
Olivia.
Potato, potato.
Nah. This boy called this girl Oliver. That must be the biggest sign of disrespect coming from. He called you a boy's name, and you still got. And then he says potato, potato.
Anyway, you know, I'm something of a YouTuber myself.
Cap.
I'm a fashion stylist, art curator, singer, songwriter. I do it all.
Cap.
I work very hard.
That's amazing. My mom says hard work is the key to success.
That
No,
is.
sweetheart. I mean, I work very hard on myself. It takes effort to look so flawless. Want to go on a date with me?
The
No.
most popular guy in school was asking me out on a date. So obviously, I said yes. Max and I hung out a bunch of times, and I was totally crushing over him. At school, I was finally in the cool league now. Mia and I went shopping, to parties, skipped school for movies. It was
What?
so much fun. But between hanging out with friends and making YouTube videos, I could hardly concentrate on my studies and failed a test. Mom found out, and she wasn't too happy.
Obviously, she won't
Skipping
be that
classes,
happy.
flunking tests? What's happening to you, Olivia?
Relax, Mom. It's just one test. Besides, it's high school. I'm supposed to have fun.
You're also supposed to be getting into college, and I don't see that happening with these grades.
Yep.
You're acting like a totally different person.
And maybe that's not such a bad thing, since I'm tired of living under your shadow, Mom. I'm my own person, and I know how to make my own decisions. Saying that, I rushed to my room. I felt kind of bad for being so rude to Mom, but I
You
was
were.
too mad to apologize. But Mom didn't give up. The next day at school, she asked one of my teachers to assign me a tutor to help me with my studies. I was waiting for my tutor in the library when a really nerdy girl walked over to me. You're Olivia, and Grace, your tutor. Let's start. Grace pulled up a chair, and I couldn't help noticing her mismatched shoes. Yeah,
What?
I know my shoes don't match. It's just the other one was wet, and I was in a hurry. And before you ask me, yes, I only own 2 pairs of shoes because that's all you need. Now, let's start with science. Grace and I...
This girl. Now you can't have 2 pairs of shoes. Like you can't. You'll need to have. Why didn't you wear the blue ones if the red ones got soaked? Like, bro, some smart people are smart, but they don't really have that much of common sense. She literally said,
worked all afternoon, and I could tell she was really smart. We were just wrapping up when Mia showed up with Max. OMG, this is your tutor? Where did you get that dress? It looks like it was made out of your grandma's curtains.
oh,
Wow, what a cool guess. She was giving a
what?
good way.
Ah, nah, that's cool. Now I would totally be friends with her. Like, she was like, good guess.
No, I told her I could get a use out of them for another 10 years. You're such a dork, man. Right, Olivia?
No, say no.
Yeah,
No, no.
totally.
What the freak?
I shamefully joined in as Mia and her friends made fun of Grace. I thought Grace would act out and throw a book at us or something, but she simply smiled and walked away.
Because she's mature.
Everyone was in the pool while I just sat outside and reflected on how I'd behaved with Grace. She was trying to help me, and I'd been a jerk to her. I was lost in my thoughts when Max walked up to
I just found
Ah! Yeah, I don't care.
me.
you're not coming in.
No, I'm scared of water.
Oh, don't be a scaredy cat.
Saying that, Max started pulling me into the water.
Just say your makeup.
Me without my makeup on. So I started pulling away, but he just laughed and splashed water on me. My heart started beating faster, and I was about to pass out when Grace came to my rescue. Let her go, you moron. Grace took me to the bathroom as I tried
Now
to
that's a
get out
friend.
and shoved a paper bag into my hands. I don't want to throw up. Just breathe in and out. You just had a panic attack. Oh wait, you know what? My mom had this super amazing way of dealing with panic. With that, Grace hugged me tight and started rocking me back and forth.
Goodbye, babe. What? Is this MSA or Cocomelon?
To fear, mommy's here. We'll soon be out and you'll be.
This is Cocomelon.
Okay, I'm fine.
Nah.
God, my makeup is waterproof, or it would have been a disaster. That's what you were worried about? I thought you were scared of water. Thanks for saving me. And listen, I'm sorry for acting like a jerk earlier. I was mad at Max for days, but he apologized.
Oh.
Eventually, I let it go.
Yeah, nah.
Grace and I continued hanging out for our tutoring sessions, and slowly became friends. And Mom couldn't be happier. I'd never met anyone like Grace before, and I was fascinated. While everyone dressed up in fancy clothes, Grace would wear what made her comfortable.
Is she wearing pajamas to school?
While we shopped for expensive stuff from malls, Grace made her own jewelry and hardly ever used makeup.
Nah.
I could tell Mia hated Grace. She was always passing death glares at Grace and hardly missed an opportunity to comment on her hair or clothes. Then one day, I invited Grace over for lunch at my table. We were eating when Mia spoke. Guys, so you know how my mother is a Teely Frida from India? And she was amazed by my reading yesterday. She says it means I'm either going to be very rich or very famous.
Cap.
As if.
Yo.
Excuse me? You have a problem?
Nah. This girl Mia may have the wackest fashion ever, but she be spitting them comebacks though. Nah, like she's like she be taking in word for word, but she be coming with them comebacks. Nah.
One with what I said? Well, logically, yes.
Oh.
How can crushed wet leaves predict your future?
Oh.
I have photos. You can see it's clearly written that my future is. I guess your future's garbage because that's what I see here. You know,
Found this girl.
A mirror.
Oh.
Maybe that's
Nah.
what freak you are.
Oh.
Why do you hate me so much? Because you're a nerd and a loser, and I don't understand why you're even sitting with us. All I am is different, and maybe you're too close-minded to handle something you don't understand.
Shots.
There she
Nah. That's a finisher. It's a freaking fatality. You cannot say these kind of things to a person. You just shot them inside. Nah. Freaking chill, Mia, chill.
With that psychology talk again. All I hear is blah, blah, blah. Told you, Olivia. She's a certified weirdo.
Defend her.
You're so unreasonable. An unreasonable jerk.
Oh.
Mia got furious and pushed Grace off her chair. Grace fell and broke her glasses. She then got up and pushed Mia away, and the two of them got into a huge fight.
Fight back, my boy. Fight back.
My strength to pull them away. I dragged Grace to the side. What is your deal? She hit me first. You insulted her. She called me a weirdo. I thought you didn't care about what people said. I don't, but I also don't like being humiliated publicly.
Yeah, you as a friend should be.
You don't even have the courage to take my side even though
Oh.
That's not true. Tell yourself that. Grace stormed off.
Yeah, you just lost a good friend.
She simply stopped talking to
You're a
me,
jerk!
canceled our tutoring session, and totally ignored me.
And she's still wearing those pajamas. Wow.
Told me something shocking one day.
She lost her job.
Apparently, one of her clients was suing her for presenting false evidence in a case, and Mom ended up paying really heavy
Oh
damages.
no. Oh no.
I had savings, but with the rent, school fees, and other expenses, we needed to figure out a way to get some money in. That's when Mia gave me a way out. My aunt's starting a herbal makeup line, and I'm sure she'll pay you a lot of money to endorse her products on your channel. If you want, I can talk to her tonight, and we can start shooting ASAP. Sounds great. Thanks, Mia. Of course, darling. What are friends for?
You're not a friend.
I met Mia's aunt, and she agreed to pay me $1 million for the endorsement. We started shooting right away, and everything was on track. The video was uploaded a week later, and everyone loved
Wait,
it.
like, did she test this product on herself? What if it gives rashes and whatever? And why was there no contract? What if they like robbing her of her channel. And why ain't she making money from the YouTube? Like, this MSA makes no sense. Not to lie.
The money I got was enough to get Mom out of trouble, and she was back in business.
Best lawyer.
A week later, I woke up to people screaming outside my house. I checked my phone and was shocked to see people calling me
If you're looking for passive income or you're looking to automate your forex trading, we've got the most amazing forex
Freak out of here, boy.
a liar, a cheat, and I was facing a lot of hate on social media.
Oh
My
no.
heart sank reading all the comments. Apparently, Mia's aunt used chemicals
Oh,
in her supply, and people were complaining of
no.
severe skin issues. I had even
Sheesh.
pushed an apology video saying that I had no idea, but no one believed me. Since Mia's aunt wasn't answering my calls, I rushed to Mia's house to get an explanation. When I saw she was having a party, I instantly spotted her on the porch making out with Max. What the heck, Max? I thought you liked me.
I did, but then I saw what a fraud you are, and I don't want your tainted reputation ruining mine.
I'm not a fraud. Mia's aunt is, and now she's not even answering my calls. And you, Mia, go on record and tell my followers that I had no idea those products were harmful. And why should I do that? It's not my problem that you didn't do your homework. You should have checked those products before endorsing them.
Exactly, that's what I
trusted
said.
you. We were friends. And I did you a favor. As a friend. But yeah, that aunt of mine's always been kind of shady. She wanted me to be the face of her fraud line.
What?
Imagine the horror if I would have said yes. Aunt needed someone stupid and popular enough to spread the word about her brand, and you stepped up. Now, if you're done, you're interrupting my date, and I'd like you to leave. Mia went back to
Sheesh.
and I was furious.
Slap her.
I noticed a cat litter in the corner of the kitchen.
Oh.
I picked it up and dumped it on Mia's feet before storming out of the stupid party. I was in the parking lot when I saw Grace waiting for me. What are you doing here? I wanted to make sure you were okay. And look, I recorded the whole conversation with Mia. Upload this on your channel, and everyone will know.
Now I'm telling you, Grace is a freaking friend.
And then what? I know how
And her fashion is still whack. What did they
I
go?
want another person to go through it. So you're just gonna let this go? Nope. We'll show this video to the police and let them take action. And after it's all behind us, there's something else I want to talk about on my channel. I've spent my entire life feeling invisible and not good enough, and makeup was my way to get noticed. But I just attracted shallow, awful people like Mia and Max. The only people worth having in your life are those who don't make you feel like you need to be someone else.
Like Grace, man. Everyone needs a friend like Grace. Like, even though Mia didn't defend her, but like Grace, dude, like, this makes me sad.
To be accepted by them. Did you hit your head on the way out? You're sounding like me. Well, you're the one who showed me that originality is our biggest superpower. So that's what I'm going to do. I still love makeup, but I won't lose sight of who I am as a person anymore. And I won't hide behind it. If I can become popular once, I can do it all over again. You with me? Always. Right, because I'm gonna need your help. And your macaroni necklace too.
So, that was the first MSA. Now let's go on to the next one.
My man, this is what financial freedom looks like. And by the end of this video, you'll know what you need.
Hi, I'm Nora, and most of the time, I'm pretty sweet, but when I fall in love, I turn into a jealous psycho. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. I blame my mom entirely for it. She and my dad were high school sweethearts, but over time, Dad kept getting promoted at work and got busier, while Mom felt neglected and became really insecure. I mean, she became a nutcase. Like once in the supermarket.
Let me guess. She go take out her stress on you. These nowadays MSAs are very predictable. They had that good storytelling thing, but slowly and slowly it's fading away. It's always like a kid who gets rich. Then they get into a huge situation that will get them poor. Then they get rich again at the end. Or it's love. Can we just get an MSA of a normal teenager going through, like, maybe being normal, like, we'll say financially stable, but like just normal, you know? Not being rich, not being poor, just normal, living a high school life, having maybe those kind. There was that one MSA where there were kids who were poor, then they ran away from home, made a trailer, whatever. Then they had a happily ever after, while being like normal financial. That was the best MSA in my opinion. But let's carry on. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Never know.
Market. When Dad held the door open for the woman behind us, Mom accused him of flirting with her.
What?
He flung a melon at the woman's head. Or that time at my 6th birthday party when Dad gave a female clown a slice of cake. Mom marched over furiously, smushed the cake with her fist, and then gave the clown a wedgie. I don't condone violence.
How do you give...
Furious. When I was in the 3rd grade, Mom...
But may I ask, how do you give a full-grown woman a wedgie?
Mom was convinced that Dad was having an affair with his pretty new secretary.
What?
So one day, she took me and my older sister Sophie to his office. Please don't steal our daddy, lady. Don't take him away from us. He will feed us and buy us clothes. Do you want us to be orphans? It's a very bad thing to be wait, I forgot. I wrote it on my arm. Oh yeah, a home wrecker. Home wreckers are bad, and you'll end up in jail, bad lady.
Wait a second. Are those my jeans you're wearing? I want my jeans and my husband back.
What?
Are you insane? As if my size 0 jeans would even fit your size 8 butt.
Oh.
Snarled and leapt at the secretary, who dodged her and went screaming down the hallway. She burst into the conference room with Mom on her tail,
No.
and the two ended up crashing onto the large...
Bro, like... Yo. What is wrong with this woman? Nah, file a divorce, man. Nah, like... This woman... What kind of mother does this in front of her children? Like, who does this? File a divorce, bye. It's child.
Where Dad was having a meeting with the company's top executives.
What on earth? You cheated on me and gave this bimbo my favorite jeans. Mom threw a stapler at Dad, which missed him and hit
Oh! No.
Needless to say, he was fired. And that was the day he left us for good.
Yeah, I would do that too.
We were devastated.
But I would take the
What
kids,
jeans,
obviously.
girls? He wouldn't have left if he wasn't cheating on me. Take it from me. All men are garbage, and we're...
Hey! Don't put us in your problems, lady. What the freak is wrong with this lady? Not all men are trash. And your husband was definitely not trash. You were trash.
better off without them.
Well, that didn't stop me from having my first crush in the 7th grade. His name was Adam, and he was our neighbor. One day, Sophie caught me staring at him from my window.
Look at her at the back.
Adam and Nora sitting there.
Why are you shaking your booty?
K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Shut up, Sophie. I don't even like that boy. Yes, you do. You want to brush his hair and hold his hand and have his babies. I read it in your diary, see?
Oh,
I
no.
snatched my diary out of Sophie's hands and pushed her out of my room. She was so annoying. A couple of weeks later,
Siblings are
a pretty
annoying.
girl named Becca joined my class, and we quickly became friends. Once, when we were
And let me
hanging out at
guess.
my place, Adam showed up at
This
my
girl go take her. Freak out of here with your freaking trading stocks. Even though I want to trade stocks.
Bachelor of Laws from South Africa with Regenesis Law School. The program is...
Adam showed up at my door. Hi, I brought you some cookies I baked myself. You free to hang out? Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't I be free? Wait, I have another guest over, but yeah, I don't think she'd mind. Come in. You smell so good. I mean, the cookies smell so good. I wanted Adam to have a good time, so I logged on to Ask Brain 2 and asked about fun game ideas. The three of us played Truth or Dare, charades, and hide and seek. A couple of times, I caught Adam smiling at me, and when he brushed cookie crumbs from my cheek, my heart skipped several beats.
Aren't you young for doing these things?
Locker, and I saw Adam staring at me from across the hall. Suddenly, he winked at me and blew me a kiss. The butterflies in my stomach went into a...
What if it was the girl
I
next to
raced
you?
down the hall, ready to jump into Adam's arms, but I slipped on a banana peel and fell face first right at Adam's feet. I thought he'd sweep me up, but instead he stepped over me, hugged Becca, and gave her the most romantic kiss
I
I've
kind
ever
of
seen.
knew.
I wanted the ground to swallow me whole. That night, Mom and Sophie caught me crying in my room.
Boys are like that, sweetie. They'll lead you on, make you think they love you, and tear your heart out, just like your father.
But you,
My heart broken. Now,
he wasn't cheating on you.
came close to me.
I think.
Hey, Nora, you want to go to the movies? I'd rather eat a bag of worms.
Oh,
Valentine, stay away from me, or I'll dunk your head in a toilet. Nora,
Guababa could have saved you, my man.
liar! After a while, I got a reputation for being a little cuckoo, and most of the kids in school started avoiding me, but I didn't care. Sophie was totally different, though. She'd flirt with every boy that passed her in the hall, and date a new jerk for every 2
Sheesh.
weeks. Of course, they all broke her heart.
Oh.
I felt so sorry for Sophie that I decided to help her. You gotta remember my rules, Soph. Don't let their good looks fool you. Don't trust anything they say. Don't let them melt you with their kisses, and don't ever fall in love. Sophie listened to...
Not all of us, man. Like, women be ruining our chances with other girls.
attentively and took notes, but a week later, I caught her kissing a boy named
Exactly.
Clive in her room. You're breaking all the rules. Your rules are dumb. All boys aren't bad. That's right, girl. Boys are cool, and that's why they rule. Shut your stupid mouth. No one's talking to you. Where'd you pick them up from? The dumpster?
Oh.
That's your problem. You're so judgmental and won't give any boy a chance. I thought you were smarter than this, Sophie. Maybe hanging out with stupid boys has made you stupid, too.
Oh.
Sophie kicked me out of her room, and we didn't speak much after that.
Boy, ain't no way, my boy. Ain't no way.
And there were boys everywhere. I just kept my head in my books and rejected any boy who even tried to make
Oh.
sense.
Go have some fun.
A girl starts to get lonely. So, when a girl in my class asked me out one day, I impulsively said yes. Just because I'd renounced all men didn't mean I couldn't find love. And how bad could it be?
She gonna be a lesbian.
Not so bad. In fact, pretty great. She loved to cook, she braided my hair, she gave me the best pedicures, and we were the same shoe size. But then, she started acting like I'd adopted her. She would never leave my dorm, and I hated it when she used my towel and my hairbrush. She was clingy and needy, and constantly needed validation that she was the most important person in my life. So, if your mother and I were hanging off a cliff, holding on for dear life, and you could only save one person, who would it be?
My mom. Don't you even have to second guess it, my mom. Like, even if I loved you and we were dating, I would pick my mom. She brought me into this world. I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for her. Freak out of here, girl.
My mother, obviously.
Exactly.
Seriously, I've known you for a month. Mom carried me in her room for 8 more months than that. I thought it was a reasonable answer, but she totally lost it.
What?
She took half the things in my room and threw the other half out the window.
What?
And stormed off. Then she started stalking me everywhere I went. I tried talking to my other friends about how unsafe I felt, but they all laughed it off. Yeah, if you're dating a guy and complain about him, everyone shows you sympathy. But no one comforts you if it's a girl. Now come on, she's barely 5 feet and she looks totally harmless. What could she possibly do to you? Only after
I don't
she
know.
tried
Stab her?
kidnapping me did anyone take the...
When I was a teenager, I always thought about starting some kind of business. But I had no idea what kind of business and where to start. If you relate, let me share with you 3 different business models I tried, which one I recommend, and the reasons why. Real estate business, MLM business, online business.
She tried kidnapping me. Did anyone take things seriously?
Yo, nah,
She
she's
was expelled from
crazy.
the university, and I got a restraining order.
Yes.
And after that, I swore off girls too. Then in my junior year, Sophie showed up at my dorm one day with the worst news. Clive proposed to me.
What?
Man, that loser is so out of your league. Don't worry, sis. I know how to handle this. Just send Clive a breakup text. Tell him he stinks, he makes you want to puke, and you never want to see him again. No, I love Clive. I said yes, and our wedding is in 4 weeks.
But does he
Just
love
to
you?
ask you if you'd be my maid of honor. I couldn't believe this. I thought Clive was just a phase. I wanted to yell at the top of my lungs, "Don't do this, you'll ruin your life." But instead, I caved in and said yes. I mean, was I allowed to say no? When I got back home for Sophie's wedding, I tried to keep an open mind about Clive. But Clive was horrible. He had no sense of humor.
Ooh.
And he totally ignored Sophie to spend all his time with his friends or fixing his dumb car. So when it was time to make my maid of honor speech, well, things got out of hand. Here's to Sophie and Clive. Clive is dumber than an ant.
Oh.
And his face reminds me of a horse's butt.
Nah.
Doing? Sophie. I don't know how you can stand him. Are you marrying him for his money? Oops, I forgot he's broke. Look, we both know this marriage isn't gonna last, so why don't we cut to the chase now, and I can get you out of that tacky wedding dress Clive bought you.
Nah, but she's wrong for doing this. She's wrong. Not like, why would you say that? Of course he's, but you can't say that to someone's wedding. You're hurting their feelings, especially if it's your sister.
That she threw the wedding cake at me. Clive's mom cried, and the rest of the bridal party chased me out of the building.
Dang.
The next day,
I
was
would
packing
do
my
that
bags to
too.
leave when Sophie came to my room. I thought she'd punch my face, but instead she took my hand. Listen, Nora, I'm not like you, okay? I'm not bitter, I'm not angry, and I don't hate men. I chose Clive, and if you want me in your life, you'll have to respect that. Okay, but you're making a huge mistake. You're the one making the mistake. Love is real, and one day, I hope you'll understand. I was only trying to do the right thing, but clearly Sophie was too blind to appreciate it. But when I got back to my university, my life turned upside down. My friends and
Upside
I
down
went to a
face.
restaurant to celebrate my birthday, but when we got there, the waiter told us our table was booked. 3 dumb guys were sitting there laughing and joking. But I booked this table a week ago.
My apologies, ma'am. It was our mistake. Maybe you could come back tomorrow?
But
Just as I
why?
was about to
Nah,
snap
like,
at the waiter, one of the
they're
guys
wrong.
on the table walked up to us. His name was Chris. He had movie star hair.
She gonna fall in love with her.
And a perfect body.
Exactly.
Why don't you girls join us? There's plenty of room, and we won't bother you.
That's a horrible idea. Don't mind Nora. She's just kidding. The next thing I knew, we were sitting at their table, and Chris talked to me all night. To my surprise, he wasn't the absolute worst. He worked in a private security firm as a bodyguard, and all his crazy stories made me laugh. At the end of the evening, he even asked me for my number. Don't get any ideas. I'm not interested in a relationship.
Neither am I. I was thinking we could be friends.
After that,
Oh.
Chris and I talked and texted every night, and soon we started hanging out almost every day. No, we
Wow.
weren't dating. We were just, okay, fine, it's true. Every time he was close, his cologne made me dizzy, and when he looked at me, my stomach did that weird thing that it does after I eat too much
What did this girl say? Nah, boys are whatever. What? Freak out of your joke, boys, whatever here.
cheese, and if his hand brushed against mine, I started having acid reflux. Yeah, I let my guard down and fell in love, okay? And I wasn't the only one.
I know we're supposed to be friends, but I love you, Nora, and I think we're meant to be together. Like the moon in the night sky, like the bees and flowers, like water in a well.
Just shut up and kiss me. Soon after I'd graduated and moved in with Chris, he got a job as a bodyguard to protect this beautiful pop star Sasha. Yeah, I know y'all have heard about her. Sasha, the gorgeous singing sensation.
Who's
who
Sasha?
ex-bodyguard Damon? Yeah, that one. Sasha was going on
What?
tour, and for months, Chris was off traveling from city to city, and it got kind of lonely. Then one day, Mom and Sophie came to visit.
Oh, Nora, my poor baby. You must be so sad.
What are you talking about? Stop it, Mom. It's none of your business.
Your sister needs to know.
Mom showed me a bunch of pictures online of Sasha leaning on Chris's arm and laughing.
What?
Then she turned on the TV, and
Nah.
some stupid reporter said how cute Chris and Sasha looked together. When I heard that, I suddenly picked up a bat
You
and
saw red.
smashed the TV to pieces.
That's good, girl.
Don't listen to Mom. She's paranoid. All that stuff is stupid gossip. Sasha is with Damon, and Chris adores you.
Nora, don't be naive like your sister. Everybody lies and cheats.
After Sophie and Mom left, I called Chris, but he didn't answer. I kept thinking about what Mom said, and how I'd broken all of my rules, and now my heart was in danger. So the very next morning, I put on a disguise, took a bus to Sasha's next concert venue, and signed up as an extra on set. And I watched the two of them like a hawk. Every time Chris whispered something in Sasha's ear, my heart burned. She even asked him to zip up her dress once.
Give me 39 seconds. I'm gonna show you how this got.
My heart burned. She even asked him to zip up her dress once. Had everybody else died? One evening during Sasha's performance, I was backstage when I saw Chris and a dancer going into a dressing room and closing the door behind them. What the heck? I quickly ran after them and burst in. Aha! Caught you! Just then, I saw the girl's arm was bleeding and Chris was bandaging it.
Caught you? Wait, who are you exactly?
Oh God, I couldn't let him recognize me. I turned around and ran for it, with Chris sprinting right behind me. In my
Oh
frenzy,
no,
I
oh
found
no.
myself
Oh, run, run!
Red alert, red alert. A snake is headed towards the eagle.
I found myself crashing into the dancers on stage, and just as I was about to run into a horrified Sasha, 4 men pinned me to the ground while the audience gasped. I was immediately carried away and found myself facing Chris backstage.
That wig fell.
I realized my wig had come off. Sasha's performance was ruined, and her manager insisted that Chris be fired.
What were you thinking? You compromised my client's security, and you cost me my job and my reputation.
Oh, I don't know, Chris. I was thinking how my hunky boyfriend hangs out with beautiful pop stars and dancers all the time and is never home anymore. Can you blame me for being paranoid?
Yes, I can. I haven't given you any reason not to trust me.
Yet. I just don't want you to be a bodyguard anymore.
Well, too bad. It's my job. Just go home, Nora. I don't want to be around you right now.
Feeling miserable, I ended up going to a dance club instead to get my mind off of everything. I saw this cute boy on stage playing with the band, and he kept winking at me. I recognized him from TV. He was a movie star.
Yeah, don't
On an
do it.
impulse, I took a deep breath and then walked up to the boy and gave him a passionate kiss.
Don't
Next
do
morning,
it.
I was back home, and I woke up to tons of pictures on the internet of me and that movie star kissing. Chris showed up at my door soon after.
Why would you do that to me? I thought we were in love.
Everybody cheats, babe. Welcome to the real world. I know you'll cheat on me one day if you aren't already. I'm done with this stupid relationship. I walked out of there with my bags and went to Sophie. But soon after, I started feeling sick to my stomach. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I was a cheater, something I hated and felt horrible about. I made a big mistake. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you messed up big time.
I wasn't talking to you, Clive. There's no need to be
Classic
rude.
Clive.
You're right. I'm the worst, and I'm sorry
Hey,
for
that
all
kinda
the mean
rhymes.
things I've said and done to you too. I don't know who I am anymore. I never wanted to.
You're a
hurt
cheater!
you. Something came over me. You let Mom get into your head, Nora. She says she's better off alone, but all I see is a bitter, paranoid woman who can't be happy and can't stand anyone else's happiness either. You deserve to love and be loved in return. And yeah, sometimes love can hurt, but sometimes it can also be amazing. Like what Clive and I have. I really don't understand how that's possible with Clive. Okay, sorry. You're right. I decided to see a therapist and learned to deal with my insecurities.
You
and
have
trust
to
my heart. I
apologize
wrote Chris a letter apologizing
to
for
Chris.
hurting him.
No,
He
face to
didn't get a
face, bro.
response, but that was
'Cause
okay.
you really
One
hurt
day,
him.
I went to eat at the cafe where Chris and I had our first kiss. Then someone walked up behind me.
You're sitting at my table.
I looked up.
It's my boy Chris, though.
It smelled like an ocean breeze. My heart melted, but I tried to play it cool. I don't see your name on this table.
All right, do you mind if I sit with you?
I thought you hated me.
I did at first, but I couldn't hate you for too long. You really broke my heart, though.
I hope one day you can forgive me. You were the love of my life and my best friend. I want you back, but I understand if you can't trust me. Maybe we can start over? We could take it one day at a time.
I can't promise anything, but I do want to give us a second chance.
And this time, I was throwing away all my stupid rules and following my heart.
Not to lie, that was a good episode, though. That was a good episode. Anyway, y'all, thank you for watching the video, and I'ma see y'all in the next one. Wait, before I go, don't forget to freaking exercise that like button, though. I'm serious. Don't forget to do it.